Welcome back. Video 2 coming up here of the respiratory system. We'll finish off. Got just a little bit more to go. Kind of got cut off on the last video, but talking about how oxygen is carried in the blood, most of it on the blood cells. The blood cells can combine with hemoglobin molecules and those hemoglobin molecules combine iron. And those hemoglobin molecules are a part of the red blood cell, and each iron in a hemoglobin can carry an oxygen. There's a whole bunch of hemoglobin on a blood cell. This is kind of a picture trying to depict that. Here's a hemoglobin molecule. There's the irons, the 4 of them, and now they have oxygens on them. And that would be an oxygenated blood cell there. Now, how is carbon dioxide carried in the blood? It's a little different. A little bit dissolves in the plasma, but that's the least amount. Some of it actually does combine with the hemoglobin. It can carry carbon dioxide too, but most of it is carried as a bicarbonate ion. So this is that molecule. It's called a bicarbonate ion. It's an ion because it's negative. And you can tell that there's carbon dioxide as a part of it because there's carbon there and there's 3 oxygens. So there's 2 of those are from the carbon dioxide and creates this ion, and that's how it's carried in the blood. And then it eventually will go back to carbon dioxide whenever you get to the lungs and you breathe it out. We've talked about the diaphragm before, but it's definitely a part of the respiratory system. It controls most of the inhalation and exhalation by either relaxing or contracting. Understand that it's controlled by the brain stem, which is way up here in your body. So if you hurt your spinal cord below that, your diaphragm, you'll still be able to breathe because it's controlled up here. And also it releases from the vertebrae at the 3rd cervical vertebrae. So way up here does it release. So if you hurt your spine below the 3rd cervical vertebrae, you'll be okay. It monitors actually the amount of carbon dioxide in your body. As soon as you get too much carbon dioxide, that'll stimulate your diaphragm to begin to breathe more, and you'll begin to. So actually, the rate of which you breathe is controlled more by how much carbon dioxide you have than by lack of oxygen. Here's a picture which kind of shows this is when the diaphragm is contracted, that's inhalation. And then when the diaphragm relaxes, it bows up a lot because it's bigger than the space that it's allowed, than it has. And that'll cause expiration. And that's pretty much it. Watch these videos, do your 46.3 post questions. Love you and hope to see you soon. Stay safe, exercise, figure out how to way to connect with your friends and your family, and bye.